Let's go to our inventory. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got all of them. Time to go back to the voodoo shop. Or I don't even know what it's called. I remember in the first one it's a voodoo shop. Maybe this is like the voodoo cave. Let's use the coffin. Good music too. Music was always good in both these games. I know, and I've actually heard people, say, are they going to remake the third and the fourth one? Well, the third and the fourth one were basically like this. They were still point-and-click adventures. They are basically like the Tales that were released last year. So I don't think they'll remake those. That wouldn't make sense.
Back again, Mr. Threepwood?
About that voodoo doll,
Have you brought me the ingredients?
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
Thank you for letting me keep the paper.
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Do you have the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work. At last! Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate.
She's going
This
psycho.
ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo, yeah.
Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, voodoo lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
Cool. So we got the voodoo doll. The only problem is where is he? But I'm gonna guess he's gonna be back in his room because he got pissed off that we snuck in there. But oh well, he deserved it. Largo's embargo. Love the play on words in these games. Very clever. Let's go back to Woodtick then. Just look at this sign.
The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below.
Well, we have inquired. That's always a good thing. Okay. Now, he's probably not gonna be too happy with us going in there. So, let's get this ready.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad!
What? Who do you think you are?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I carry this!
I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. How are you doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
Oh, well, I command you to leave this island.
Just you try and make... Ah! Ooh! Ooh! Ah!
That'll teach you to mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
You killed LeChuck?
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck.
She did she? Does she have one of these?
Is that...
Yes, LeChuck's beard. Still alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring it back to life. Look out, world! The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again.
Whoops.
Good job, Guybrush. Good job.
I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush. If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body.
But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
Rotten? Partially decomposed? Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
Can you give me something to protect me?
He has magic just as strong as mine. Nothing I could give you would protect you. But there is a way out.
What is it?
You're doing it right now.
Fiddling with the change in my pocket?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep.
Gee, thanks.
That sucks. Alright, let's look at this thing.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. This is fascinating. It says here there were 4 pirates. Rapscallion, the cook, young Lindy, the cabin boy, Mr. Rogers, the first mate, and Captain... Good heavens! Captain Marley! Wonder if there's any relation. They buried their treasure along with plenty of... booby traps on a place believed to be called Inky Island. They made a map which they divided into 4 pieces, each man taking one. Rapscallion later opened the Steam and Weenie Hut on Scab Island. It was a huge success, but fell into disrepair after Rap was killed in a flash fire. Young Lindy drifted aimlessly, down on his luck until he mysteriously came into money while panhandling on Booty Island. He used the cash to bankroll an advertising firm which failed after its gross mishandling of the Gangrene and Honey account. Mr. Rogers retired off the coast of Fat Island. He marketed homemade contest grog brewed in a bathtub until his recent disappearance. Captain Marley vanished while sailing in the America's Cup race. His boat was leading at the time.
Oh, so it was a his. So that would lead me to believe that it's Marley's dad.